Today we're going to talk about Joseph. When many people tell the story of Joseph and they describe why he told his brothers about his dream and that he was prideful or arrogant, but the Bible really doesn't say that. What the Bible really says is that he told his brothers about his dream, and that when his dad made a coat of many colors and the brothers saw that he was loved more than they were, that they hated him. It also says this, it says that Joseph had a dream. And I've heard preacher after preacher say that he did it out of pride or arrogance. Really, we don't know. But what happened is that he told the two dreams to his brothers and to his dad. And he talked about him being the bigger star and then bowing down to him. And they were very jealous. And from that moment on, they hated him. Now, I don't know about me, I don't know about you, but for me, many times I've handled situations wrong when it was really important to handle them right. And the outcome hasn't been what I wanted to be. Now, at the end of his life, when his brothers came to him, he handled those situations very wise. Of course, he had grown up into being a man. And as I look back at my life, I understand that I haven't handled all the situations that were very important to me to the best of my ability. And so I just want to talk about the 2 + 2 = 4. 2 being the situation, plus 2 being my response, equals 4. And we cannot change the situation. We can only change the 2 in the middle, which is my response to said situation, and that will change the outcome. And so to have the maturity to look at every situation and say, what do I want to happen here with this outcome? What is important to me? Okay, and this will help us in every area of our lives. I love this. I'm going to apply this over and over and over again in those places that I haven't applied it as much as I needed to. I'm going to apply again. And so 2 + 2 = 4. Now, how's your marriage? Is it what you want it to be? Because you can't change your spouse. My camera lady's cracking up. Okay, but what we can do is we can change the variable that we're in control of, which is the next 2. 2 + 2 = 4. If we change that 2, will it change the outcome? Well, it most certainly can. So, I did a secret thing with my husband. He's really grouchy and he really complains. And every time he said something, it was like a little spur into my heart. And it just dropped into me this year that who cares if he complains? Just let it go. And so now when he's communicating to me, I'm just listening and I'm nodding and I take none of it personal. And it has so helped us, just that little secret. And here I am, 57 years old, and I finally had this epiphany. But see, if I had this secret, 2 + 2 = 4, maybe 20 years ago in my 20s, or in my 30 years ago in my 20s, I could have applied this and got a much better response. See, Joseph knew this secret because when his brothers came to him, he didn't tell them the first time he was their brother. He told him the second time. And he orchestrated the situation so wisely that he got to see his dad before his dad passed. Now, every situation we have that supernatural power to handle that in a way that it doesn't stress us out all day. You know, sometimes I was with my husband and by the time he left, I was like, and I stayed like fried all day long because what he said penetrated me. See, instead of just letting him talk and not taking it personal because he's just talking. And when I got that secret, now when he communicates to me in the morning, I'm still at peace. See, that's what Joseph did. He was wise. He was so wise. He handled his brothers and his dad. And he was in Potiphar's house, but Potiphar let him control everything because he was so smart. And then he was thrown in jail, and he just served in prison. Do you see how smart this guy was? Every situation, even the bad situations, he handled with wisdom. So I'm going to talk to you about mindfulness. I love this. I'm going to say it 2 or 3 times because this is a life changer for me. Mindfulness. Decision-making process becomes a thoughtful cognitive exercise rather than an impulsive reaction to immediate needs. Set me free, baby. Okay, because when my husband was complaining and it was poking me, see, I was having an impulsive reaction to immediate needs. But when I stepped back and I took the decision-making process and became a thoughtful cognitive exercise, I handled him much better with finesse. And I wasn't all fried all day. This is a secret. This is a secret to a healthy, balanced life. This is maturity. You know, see, it says that I would give you meat so that if you were mature, but you're still on the milk. It says this. Paul says, he says, I do the things I don't want to do, and the things I want to do, I don't do. See, but maturity says I'm becoming into a man and a woman that can take the meat. And see, this is meat. Decision-making process becomes a thoughtful cognitive exercise rather than an impulsive reaction to immediate needs. It's a life changer. And when applied, we can be wise like Joseph, taking every situation, even if everybody else is pretty emotional about it, and saying this is the outcome I need. I can't change what's going on here, but I can fix this right here. What do I need to do to fix this right here so that I can have the best outcome to bring the most productive response? Now, sometimes it's going to cost you because you're not going to change this person. Okay, but if you want peace at your house, you're going to shut up. Because 2 + 2 = 4. Let's see, it's always worth the price to have the best outcome. What kind of outcome do you want? Do you want a 30% outcome? Do you want a negative 50% outcome? Believe you me, I've handled enough situations where I had minus 50%. Do you want 60% outcome? Do you want to produce 70, 80, 90% outcome in this? And the only variable that we can change is the person that we are. And when we handle that appropriately, we can be just like Joseph. And we can have the best outcome and have supernatural increase.